You know what else I'd like to do? All right, while we're here, you know what else I'd like to talk about? I'd like to talk about that. Remember, I'm going to talk about that commercial, and I know you guys remember it. And you go, oh, he's going to talk about this. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. Hasn't this been done like a billion zillion times? And no, this hasn't. This is new. There's a commercial. It says. It's like two women and they're on a boat, right? And they're sitting there, and she goes, "Mother, do you douche?" Right? And the mother goes, "Yes, daughter." You know, and then there's all controversy about it all through my youth, you know, because it was hysterically fucking funny when you saw the commercial. You know, everybody in the kingdom was you know had something funny to say that do you douche? We asked the teacher like, "Mrs. Jones, do you douche?" You know, and fucking oh my god, go down to the fucking principal's office, and so the commercial was funny, but that's not what I'm talking about, right? That commercial, right? That was like it's representative of society, right? It's representative of what happened after that. You know, it's like the bugle call of failure right there. So I'd like to take a time machine back in time and stop the making of that commercial, and the "Do You Douche" commercial, because that commercial was like the end of shame. Like that girl was sitting in the boat and she was like, "Wow, in this society that surrounds me, and I'm able to be in a boat, and everything's peaceful and there's no war going on around me, and I could just forget all of the starving masses and worry about myself, have some me time with mom, right?" And she asked her mom, "Mom, do you douche?" Right? And it's like that's what she wanted to talk about, like right there. It's like the most pristine moment. You're gonna, my cunt smells. That's what I want to fucking hear. Like, oh god, yeah, I want a boat. Like, oh yeah, this is so beautiful. Look at the cherry blossoms falling into the river as the swan-shaped boat pulled along by a mute Peruvian with blind Peruvian who only knows how to pull the river with the one stick that's been handed down for generations, right? I went off on a tangent there. Anyway, that commercial was the end of shame, right? My cunt smells, Mom. Does your cunt smell? My cunt smells awful. Oh, forget it. It's like a fucking swamp down there. I know. You have you have my side of the family's cunt. Like fucking. It's like we all have stinky cunts. Like we're lucky though because like you'll marry a man who's got a detergent dick. He'll have a dick that smells like lemons. That's what you have to find. That's why she can never find the perfect man. She's fucked, right? I need a guy whose dick smells like pine sol. But anyway, her cunt smells, and she talked about it, and then we made a commercial about it. We had no shame, and then it was funny because like we said it. Oh yeah, let's make fun of this commercial because there's no shame, but like there's really no shame. There's like nothing left. Now girls are walking around on the street like fucking smell my cunt. Like oh god, I gotta go to the store and get fucking wipes. There's that horrible commercial with the vibrating rings, right? It's like a Trojan vibrating ring. Like put it on your finger, girls, and you can just order it discreetly, and like you could just vibrate yourself like when and wherever, to achieve orgasm at any moment when you need to as a woman, right? And so that commercial is bad. Fucking the 50-year-old woman looks over at them and she's like, "I got mine, through the 800 number or whatever." And the girl's like, "Oh my god, she has one!" Like holy shit, like all the 50-year-old women are like, "Oh god, I can't even imagine what they think." It's a horrible fucking thought, but yeah, that's another fucking shameless commercial. So that was the end of society. I'd like to stop that. If we could stop that and just keep a little bit more shame, right? And I don't know. That's why robot servants are gonna be great. Like fucking yeah, robot servants are gonna be wonderful. Like imagine you're like, oh man, I got a deer tick on my asshole. And then you gotta go into Dr. Rajesh, right? And Dr. Rajesh, "Oh my friend, you have a deer tick on your right around your rectum." And then you're like, ah, fuck. He's gotta look at your ass. Oh, and another one on the back of your scrotum. Oh no, fuck, Dr. Rajesh, what the fuck? I'm fucked. Oh no, it is okay. We pulled him right off. And then he calls in his female fucking helper, medical aid, bitch, right? Oh, don't worry, Naomi's here. Naomi's this hot fucking brunette, like Naomi's from Argentina. She's just learning how to, speaking. Oh my God, what is wrong with his rectum? Oh man. Don't worry, Naomi. This is very easy procedure. He just cannot reach around to do himself, so we must go into the rectum with forceps, and you want to die. If we had a robot, you go into the room and the robot goes, deer tick around ass, apply removal antiseptic, and then the deer tick's gone, and you're bandaged up and back out on the street, back to being a slave worker. Like if we're gonna be slave workers, I want the medical care to go along with it. If I get a deer tick from fucking being out in the fields cutting sugar cane, like we all do on Long Island, I know we're all cane workers here, but anyway, if we're gonna have to work and slave, we need to go into and have completely anonymous medical care, so like nobody ever has to look at my asshole. That's my goal in life, right? That's one of the goals, is to die without anybody ever viewing my asshole, unless it's a woman and she really wants to give me a rim job, and then use the heat of passion, I'd have to let it be. But even then, I would ask her to, can I blindfold you? Maybe I could tie this fucking dirty sock around your eyes, I'd get you into it. And but yeah, I'd probably turn the rim job down, because like now that I'm older, if I was like 16, maybe I'd be like, yeah, you know what, you can fucking lick my ass, bitch. But now it's like, oh my god, I'm almost 40. What kind of bitch wants to lick an almost 40 guy who like worked for most of that time? Like, I don't have like porno ass. I don't go to like get my ass waxed and shit. It is what it is. From day to day. If I take a shower, so much the better. That's but so anyway, whatever. I'm getting off on another tangent. So whatever.